welcome back to another video. Today we are going to unbox some more art. I have a delivery from a newer art rep I've bought from before. Guys, Sam and Zach from the Artist Bullpen. So I'm repping their hat proudly. So Sam and Zach are two guys that I bought some Jesse Lonergan art from last year, and then I met them in person at OAX. And I really like what they're doing. I like their site that they have, the way that they, there's free shipping on some pieces that you can, that are, I think it's above like $200. It's free shipping. Anyway, I like their approach. I like the artists that they're picking up. They have like a good eye for some talent. So I like the stable that they're building. And of course, there's Jesse Lonergan. So what we have here is a box of art. We're gonna open up and we will talk about what is within. All right, so sure I did a cut in there just because, I don't know, the opening of the art is, I've talked about it before, do you really care about the actual opening of the package? I don't know, unless there's something to talk about specifically onto why it's like bad packaging, or I don't know, that usually is not the most interesting thing to talk about. All right, so got that cardboard out and painter's tape here. Creating a mess on the floor, but whatever. All right, one more. Actually, we can just open it this way. Okay, all right. Now, what I have two pages from a series that I have not purchased art from before. It's a series that I actually just recently started reading, and been really fascinated by it, and really kind of fell in love with the series. Now, it should I? Yeah, I'll talk about the series itself. The series is Kaya. It might tip people off of what these might be because of Jesse Lonergan did a short story in the end of the back of Kaya issue 25. So I discovered that he was doing a short story on Kaya right around the same time. I mean, a little after. I had heard good things about the series. My friend Bunkmaster B, he had talked about Kaya and how much he really enjoyed it. And so I kind of like had it on my radar, saying, "Oh, that's something I should check out eventually." I like the Wes Craig art from that series. He's the writer and the artist. He's the creator of the series. And but there is this backup story that Jesse did, and it's a 5-page backup story. And these are 2 pages that when right when I first saw them, I knew that one, they're pages that really they're so obviously Jesse, and I had to make them happen. So it is it's pages 1 and 2 from that short story. Now it's only a 5-page story. I debated getting all 5, but didn't need to get all 5, but I did like them all. But I'll show them here once we get done with these 2, just so you kind of see the sequence of what Jesse did. Now, okay, so this is page 1, and yeah, great stuff. It's Kaya, and she is going through this maze, running there. You get something kind of creeping through that's chasing her. So you get the sense that she is on the run, and you get this that leg kind of crashing in there. You get her jumping over the fence here, and yeah. So this second page, I like both pages, but I think. But I needed to get both. There's no way I could get one without getting the other, because I just love what it represents when you look at them together. So obviously she's being chased, and in the second page you see what is chasing her. You get this monster that comes crashing through, this huge like troll like monster, and just the chaos that you get the meticulously laid out maze. on this first page. You're going to see her weaving her way through there in a hurry, clearly, and then the monster starts crashing through, and then all bets are off, and she just hops the wall and starts climbing on the top. But yeah, so you get the laid out maze there, and then it's just pure chaos when this monster comes crashing through here. And I mean, my God, it's just so damn good. I mean, I love what Jesse does. I've talked about it before. I just opened that that Godzilla cover recently, so been on a bit of a Jesse Lonergan kick. Actually, I think I'm trying to remember if because I've had this package for a little bit. I've been kind of sitting on it because I was just needed the right time to open it up, and I think I got the Godzilla cover. It doesn't matter. I forget how it played out. I know I bought the pages first, and then I think the Godzilla cover may have arrived first. I don't know. Whatever. It just happens to be that I picked up some amazing Jesse Lonergan pieces, somewhat back to back. And there's still more pages from Jesse that I would love to get my hands on. I go through that. I look at on the Artist Bullpen website. They have a bunch of pages from Man's Best, and that's I've talked about it before, but that's a really, if you are an animal lover at all, it's a great series. I mean, it's just a wonderful series, and there's lots of pages on there that range in like the 200 to 600 range. I think maybe a couple more than that. Some like splash page, some bigger splash page type stuff, but yeah, very reasonable pages in that price range, and you get a beautiful piece of Jesse art. I have one page from Man's Best. I went through. I still go through there, and because there's a list of pages that I would love to own. But in the meantime, other things keep popping up, like that Godzilla cover. Now these Kaya pages. Now Kaya is a series that it's more like an all ages series. It's a fantasy world based series about a sister and her little brother. So it's a sibling story, and those family things get me. And I have a daughter and a son, and I do plan to introduce this series to them eventually. They might be a little young yet for it, but not far off. It's a series it's about the siblings, and so Kaya has this she's been bestowed with this magic arm, gives her strength. She's really strong, and she has been tasked to protect her little brother. And it's populated by a world of there's mutants and monsters, and there's like these lizard people. So you get like all kinds of really colorful, creative looking characters. The beautiful action sequences, and it's just a fantastic series that if you have a younger reader, you're looking for something for them, it's a great series. They have I think I brought out the trades that I do have. So there's four trade paperbacks that are out right now, and they are only at issue 26. The first four volumes get you caught up to issue 24. And then this issue 25 was kind of like a flashback type story. The main story is the flashback story, the story that kind of sets the tone for future stories, and then the backup story by Jesse was not really something that I think is tied to specifically something. I'm not really sure. But it's a cool story about her. She has this artifact that she's running through this maze because the story is Kaya is on this epic journey to protect her little brother, and they have to figure out how to earn money, how to safely navigate this world that is very dangerous. There's people that are out to get them. Who can they trust? Sometimes they can't trust each other because they're siblings and they don't always get along. So there's those tense moments where they don't always make the best decisions, and but ultimately it's family. It's they love each other. They obviously have the same goals. It's just how to reach those goals and how to get things done. It's two siblings, so it's a really, really fun, engaging series that if you're looking for a comic to provide them, I can't recommend that one enough. Now, again, like, oh, the story. That's what it was. I was talking about the story. The yeah. So she has this artifact. So I assume if it's not really attached to something going forward, I imagine it's in my head canon. It's this artifact that she's after that she's going to be gonna sell that they can then buy passage to across this ocean or whatever it is. So she's running through this maze. She has it in her hand there. She's running through. And then you get the looming threat of what is chasing her. So I love the transition between the page 1 and page 2. They pair wonderfully together. Pages 3, 4, and 5 also flow great because it's a wonderful little story. But I felt like these two, I could live with just having just these two. Now, if those other 3 pages don't get scooped up and they're still sitting there down the line, I could very easily see myself, like needing a quick Jesse fix. I'm like, let me buy one of those other Kaya pages. But I like where it goes, and I like the kind of the representation of what this story is. It's someone who is following the rules, going through the maze, like following the maze here, and then there's this like big bad who just says screw the maze and just plows right through it. So there's a bit of a life lesson that could be gleaned from this, and that's fun. I like that, but I do like how it ends with her at the bottom corner just hopping off the fence and then off to whatever is next. So I can live if I just had these two on the wall. I'd be happy. But are we ever happy? I don't know. In comic art, is always like, what's the next thing? What are we buying next? But yeah. So she goes off and she eventually traps the monster, defeats the monster, and then at the end of the story, she runs outside, meets up with her brother, and the thing that she's holding, that is this artifact type thing, turns into a bird and then just flies away. So she went through all of that for nothing, and yeah, it's just again, it's a little like life lesson. Sometimes things don't work out your way, like they don't go as planned, but you just have to keep going. So in that 5 pages, that's the message I get out of it. And yeah, Jesse's work, I cannot sing its praises enough, because it's beautiful stuff. It's and again, I talked about it in the video I did with the Hayden Sherman art and the Daniel Warren Johnson page. Like, Kaya is another thing that about comics that I'm really, really enjoying. It's something that I was not aware of. I would not have been aware of had I not been creating videos on YouTube, looking for other people that were doing the same, that had an interest in comic art and comics. That's how I kind of stumbled on Bunkmaster B's channel. He does both. He buys art and talks about comics. He talks about comics in a way that is. He's much better spoken than me, I'll put it that way. But I love listening to him talk about the stories that he is into, and Kaya was one of them. And so yeah, so it's how you discover these things through the community, through other collectors, and that's how I stumbled upon Kaya, and it all kind of crosses over, So I knew that I wanted to read Kaya. I started reading Kaya, and then it's like, oh yeah, Jesse's doing a 5-page short story. Like, it had the interest in Jesse's art, and things just align sometimes, and that's great. And it's all things that I would not have experienced had I not been reading comics right now. And again, I'm like a 40-something-year-old dude who a lot of people my age are like, comics are dead. There's nothing, like, the heyday is gone. Yeah, the heyday as selling millions and millions of copies of stuff is gone, but like the 90s killed the industry. So while there's many things I love about the 90s, there's the flip side of a lot of those things were not good for the industry. So I still love a lot of my 90s stuff. So I'm not like, but big picture, look at if you consider that, from the people that are 40, people that are my age, like that, they consider that like the heyday, pros and cons. So anyway, so we are at a different stage in comics now, and I think we're really entering a really amazing time to be reading comics because of the amount of creator-owned type things that are on the market, that are on the stand. You can go read. Yes, there's the big two stuff. There's Marvel and DC. It's out there, but for me, what I'm looking for, the new things that are exciting in comics, I'm finding in stuff like Kaya, and then artists like Jesse Lonergan. So to have those two things cross over and get these pages, that it's good stuff, really good stuff. So that's where I'm at right now in comics. There's exciting new things. Am I solely a modern comic art buyer now? Maybe I am, and it's all part of the journey. So anyway, yeah, read Kaya, show it to your kids. It's good stuff. Or just like don't maybe just buy the trade and have it on a coffee table, and maybe they'll pick it up and discover it. Because like so far, that's what I've learned. If I push anything on my kids, they're like, okay. But if it's just there to be discovered, then it's the way to go. Thank you to Sam and Zach for getting these to me. Got the hat. I love it. I love working with those guys. And again, it comes down to the people that you buy art from, the conversations that you have, all of it. Like that's all part of this hobby, and I absolutely love it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you soon.